What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We need to talk about AMC today. We're down 0.73%, and this may look kind of bad on the surface. Obviously, not a very large drop, but we're still seeing a lot of strength with this stock relative to its peers and the overall market. You would expect AMC to be down much worse. So I do think we are going to see a strong bounce tomorrow. Obviously, that's the last trading day of the week, and then next week and the next following weeks should have some bullish activity. And that's what I want to talk about, just the overall strength of AMC and why I am so bullish. I just bought an additional 10 more shares, not a huge amount, but about $400 at the current price. So I'm still bullish. I still think right now is a good time to be buying this stock, and we're actually, technically speaking, setting up for another rally. We're also going to go over, obviously, all of the data that you guys need to know. So hit that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you have not already, check out the link in the description, which is the sponsor of this video. That is Moomoo. When you open an account, you get one free stock valued in between $9 and $3,500. When you deposit any amount, it could be 1 penny, you get one more free stock, and deposit $2,000, get 3 additionally free stocks. They have great technical analysis, very fast news and analysis, and that's money when you can make trades based off of that, which I have been doing, as well as a lot of other cool factors, free level 2 data as well. So check that out if you guys want to. Now let's talk AMC. So AMC is coming back up right now as we currently speak. We were just down 0.7%. Now we're only down 0.21%, and we're just overall seeing strength. So when we opened today, we seen a lot of volume, and we pretty much gapped up over $44 yet again. We were at about $42, and we were up about 3%, but we are just still seeing a lot of resistance around $44, and that is the key level. Like I said in yesterday's video, when we break above $44, and I mean a clean break, not this bullshit break we've seen right here going to $47 for one day closed above 44, but see a couple days above $44, you're like going to see a rally. You're 100% going to see another move to the upside, because once you pass your major resistance levels, that tends to turn into a support level, and you tend to see more momentum. And a lot of the reasoning behind that is trading algorithms. Once you pass and break out past these key levels, those trading algorithms, they start to trade based off of that, and they start to push the stock up a little bit more. Now, considering we have a lot of options activity, as well as a lot of shares that still need to be covered, that's really where this rally and this strength is coming into play, especially today. Because when we look at the overall markets, the Dow Jones is down surprisingly more than the S&P and the Nasdaq, down 0.54%, S&P down 0.31%, and the Nasdaq down 0.34%. So a redder day, nevertheless, than we have seen in a very long time. But take a look at this. The Russell 2000, which is going to be typically where your AMCs, GameStops, other, smaller cap stocks are going to be located, more of the meme stocks, and that's down 1.29%. So AMC is doing considerably better than its peers, and that's very obvious. Even take a look at Lucid Motors, Rivian, a lot of the other hype stocks, AMC doing much better because AMC has a lot of things going for them. They just had incredible earnings. They have a lot of options activity, which we're going to look at right now, and we're still flirting with positive. So by the end of the day, we could make that break towards $44. I don't know if we'll close above $44. I'm not going to go out and make that claim, but there's definitely a lot of reasons to be bullish on AMC heading into the rest of this week and the next couple of weeks. Now, take a look at all these options that are still in the money that are starting to really be hedged for. And this is probably helping to prop us up as well. At the $40 strike, about 11,500, 6,100, 7,500, 12,300, 9,500, 22,744 at the $45 strike. So these are very large numbers. And all in all, this is almost 5 million shares from the 43 to the $45 strike that will have to be hedged for if AMC can get to $45 by tomorrow. And 5 million shares, that's a lot relative to the volume that we are seeing on any given day, in between 20 and 30 20 and 40 million for volume. So that's a considerable amount a considerable percentage of the overall volume that we see on any given day that would have to be hedged for. And that is what is helping to prop us up. We're not seeing retail selling. We're not seeing shorts covering. We're not seeing that much shorting activity. Definitely not today. So it's a pretty neutral effect overall. You're obviously going to see some buying, just normal buying from retail investors, but a lot of hedging is likely going on today as well. And over the next couple of weeks, specifically December 17th and January 21st, those are going to be your big expirations. And December, we do have more of the open interest in between the $50 and really the $80 expiration, or even the $100 expiration, and this option chain goes to the 145 strike, so it's a little bit less compressed. But if we do see that rally to the upside, you're going to see obviously more people buying closer to the money options, and that could have an impact most certainly. And then January 21st, 2022, and people think, hey, January 21st, 2022, that's a long ways away. We only have about 45 days, little less than 45 days of 2021 left. So if you take that into consideration, it's only about 60 days, give or take, until we're at this expiration date. So it's very, very near term, and you're actually going to start seeing theta start to take its toll on these contracts. And that just means every day the stock doesn't move big in one direction, the contracts will go down in value, and you'll see more people even buying these as well. And when you take a look at the stock tracker data, even expiring tomorrow, there's more contracts in the money right now than we have seen in quite a while. So we should see that support around $40, because that's obviously the biggest strike for open interest that is currently in the money. And we're already looking at 44,000 calls that are in the money, out of the money calls at 257,000. And then after that, December 17th, 37,000 calls that are in the money, 203,000 that are out of the money. But what we typically see is that you're going to see some of these option holders tomorrow selling out and buying these Decembers and buying these next couple week expirations, and that is going to boost up the numbers of the December monthly expiration day. And on top of that, just January 21st, 2022, 164,000 calls that are out of the money, and 240,000 calls that are 264,000 that are in the money, almost 240,000 that are out of the money. By the time this rolls around, this could be the biggest expiration week for call contracts that we have seen ever for AMC stock. So we're definitely going to see, nonetheless, a lot of volatility back and forth over the next 60 days or so, and that's something you guys should be fully prepared of. I wouldn't let your emotions go too crazy if we do go to $70-$80 per share before the shorts actually do cover, because the trade would still be there because the shorts have not covered. And I would also not get discouraged if we head back down to the $35 range, which is very unlikely, but the same principle applies. The shorts have not covered, so that in a sense really doesn't matter. Now let's wrap this video up with the short interest, and we're gonna take a look at the estimates here. Keep in mind, the real short interest, the exchange reported short interest, was just 18.5%. So I think, reasonably speaking, we've made a little bit move to the upside. I don't think it's at 16%. If we were to get this exchange reported short interest data today, I do not think it'd be at 16%. So it's likely still about 18%. Take about 0.5% off the top. I think that's reasonable, about 18% short interest, and probably about 90 million shares that are sold short. The estimate is 82.2 million, but we know the estimates are just terrible at the current moment for whatever reason with Ortex. Now the share utilization is at 80.37%, going down, meaning there's more shares available to be sold short. And then the free flow out on loan is 17.73%. Still, take these numbers with a big grain of salt. The biggest thing to really note is the days to cover at 2.66 days to cover. That's probably not moved around that much because we're still seeing very low volume, and that's the whole bullish thesis around AMC, is that the low volume. When you do see volume come into the stock, and when shorts do want to cover, it's very hard for them to do so because there's not a lot of volume. There's not a lot of shares that are being traded hands. But we just see this consolidation phase right here. We're actually now green with AMC stock, so we're getting ready to break out past $44. That's what it looks like, and then we'll make our way back up to 50 and then the mid 50s. So that's gonna be all for this video. Hit that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel, check out the links in the description for free stocks with Public, Webull, and Moo. You guys cannot go wrong by doing that. You also help support the channel, and a link for the buy and sell alerts if you guys want to be notified every time I make a trade on AMC or any other stock. You guys will be notified in real time. So that's gonna be all for this video. I will see you guys later on in follow-up videos today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, make some fat tendies and whatever trades you're doing, but I will see you in the next one.